What if I told you in just a second, I'm going to give you a strategy to get 50% better? James Clear wrote a book called Atomic Habits, and he said that you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And if you want to have the very best new year possible, I'm going to give you a target, and the target is 1%. And what I wanted you to think about is this: if we could get 1% better, we would make a better impact on students. We'd make better impact on our personal lives, our family, and things of that nature. But what if I told you I'm going to give you a strategy to get 50% better? In this year, I'm going to show you how to get 50% better, and it is the easiest thing that you've ever seen. So let's walk through this. When you are thinking about how to get better, what I want you to understand is that you are awake basically 1,000 minutes a day. You're awake for 16, 17 hours. You sleep for 7 or 8 hours. Let's do the math. 16 hours times 60 minutes is 960 minutes. What is 1% of 1,000 minutes? The answer is 10 minutes. So I want you to think about this. What if you could focus this year on not trying to eat healthy or trying to exercise, because those resolutions are so isolated, so compartmentalized, it's easy to forget about them. What if you made your New Year's resolution about, I'm going to find as many 10-minute opportunities in my day to start to optimize them? And here's what I will say. If you want to be the very best, the very first thing that you want to prioritize is rest.
Uh-oh.
The first strategy I'm going to show you to actually make 10 minutes happen in your life, get 1% better, it's real simple. Stop hitting snooze. It's amazing. And by the way, I can say this because I was a habitual snoozer. I would snooze 1, 2, 5, 8 times. And I want you to write this down. Snoozing robs you of 1% of your day. All right, so that's the first thing. How about this? What if you made a New Year's resolution to get as many 10-minute segments of your life back into your mind? Spending the first hour of the day being really intentional about positivity and pouring that into your mind. Think about your drive time, being strategic about the music that you listen to, and really making sure that the podcasts you listen to are really going to fill your mind. So there's another area. Get back 10 minutes. How about this? How about your body? Your body is the most important asset that is going to make you a great teacher. And if you don't prioritize exercise, you're not going to be successful. But let me just go ahead and say this. This is where most people go wrong with New Year's resolutions. They go from 0 minutes of exercise all of last year into, oh, I'm going to start working out 60 minutes a day. Not going to happen. If you want to be successful, if you're 0, go to 10. If you're 10, go to 20. Figure out how to get the best body routine in life. And by the way, you can build it into your conference time. You can build it in when you get to school 10 minutes earlier. Take a walk around the building. Build it into your lunchtime. Build it into your end of the day. And by identifying 10 minutes that you can reallocate to your body, you're going to be much more successful. How about this? Your family. I hate to tell you this, but as an educator, I might have been very successful in the classroom and very successful as a school leader, but I was not as successful as a family person, as a husband, as a spouse. Would you like to know why? Because work came first and family came last. And why is that? Because we start with work and then we end the day with family. And what have I found is that I did not have energy left in my tank to give my family the best because I'd already given it away to the other people in my school. So organizing, scheduling, prioritizing family time, date night, things like that is so important. How about this? Are we being intentional with our planning time? Did you know that most people don't know how to plan? So being very strategic in organizing your planning is a very important thing to do. Here's another New Year's resolution. What if instead of reacting to problems, we spent the last part of the week reflecting on our work this week and identify the problems we weren't prepared for And think about how can we develop an action plan so we don't have that problem in the future. See, the thing that I'm going to tell you is that the rest react, but the best reflect so they can proact, because that problem that they weren't prepared for is going to come back again. And if you do a great job of reflecting on your problems, guess what? You're going to be more proactive and you can anticipate that problem and head it off before that molehill turns into a mountain. And remember, 10 minutes. If you focus on making the first 10 minutes better every day, it's going to make the other minutes start to get more organized, more effective, things of that nature. There's my New Year's resolution spiel. And if you want to learn more about that, let me know.